Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 177 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of February 12th, 2022. We have suffered an off-camera jump scare, and thus the podcast is starting out a little shakily. We're also under time pressure for the Super Bowl, so let's get this thing done. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. I'm your dispatcher this week, as every week. We have no engineers with us, but we have two firemen. That'd be TJ Scotia and Jared Cole. Dean Massara is returning in the hot seat as a horseman, and Horizon is returning in the hotter seat as a brakeman. That's right, Horizon. I think you're hotter than Dean.
Oh no.
Thanks.
How could this have happened?
Anyway, the train will terminate at this station.
We are in the home of the New York Central Railroad Museum,
Oh my god,
Elkhart, Indiana. Hey, excuse you too.
Yeah, okay. There's snow on the ground. There were some flurries. I hope it turns into more snow, and it snows so hard that the surviving Mohawk is lost and never found again. Anyway,
Excuse you.
It's buried under snow, sinks into the underworld where it belongs. In seriousness, I don't hate the Central as much as I probably should as a Pensy fan. Anyway. Oh, I just moved the wrong window underneath. Let's talk about the class of mental responsibility. We have had... It's been either a week with nothing or a week with everything, depending on which railroad you are, and like 3 people derail on Groundhog Day, which is kind of funny. Starting off with NS on February 1st, we actually have nothing from last month. NS on February 1st derailed an intermodal train in Virginia. No injuries reported, 30 cars left the tracks, that's quite a few. Then the following day, Groundhog Day, I'll repeat myself again, there was a car that slid off the road and down an embankment and into a Union Pacific train. Or into the side of a Union Pacific train. So that's kind of nuts. BNSF had a derailment in a town called Wayne. Apparently it's outside of Oklahoma City, because we have 2 articles that say different places, so I'll just assume it's sort of both. Who was the third person that derailed on... Okay, no, there weren't 3 that derailed on Groundhog Day. I must have been thinking of the same one multiple times. I'll save the really spectacular one on the 3rd for last, but the other ones on the 3rd are a... Norfolk Southern train hit a semi that was stopped on a crossing. I don't know if he was stopped or if he was running the gates or what. CSX had its first of the period where they hit a pickup truck in Sherborne. I don't know what state that's in. I don't know if anyone was injured or killed in that. It doesn't say. Usually if someone died, it tells you right away. I'm gonna guess that...
That isn't the case.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the truck was stopped and the person got out. I don't know. But one of the YouTube comments is, was the conductor vaccinated? I love YouTube comments. Anyway, there's the big one on Virtual Railfan. By the way, thank you, Virtual Railfan, for not copyrighting our videos yet, is the center beam getting all crunched up underneath the bridge. What camera is this?
That one was crazy. That was Santa Fe Junction.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in Kansas City, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Stop center beam abuse.
I have watched this video at least 4 times.
Yeah,
it's spectacular. It really does show you
so
how
wild.
Yeah. It really does show you how much inertia is involved in these accidents, because it just crunched it up like tissue paper.
It keeps going.
Yeah. Like my best bet is that there were like loaded cars behind it and no DPUs.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there was a DPU, but there was definitely a lot of train.
I think what happened is that the train was going around that corner decelerating.
Mm-hmm.
And it just shoved.
With the weight shifting everything forward like it does, the couplers compressing, the train behind those empty center beams was just too heavy that it just straight. Like you see the rear of the car come off, which doesn't tend to happen. Like that, you would think it wouldn't happen.
Oh yeah, it pops it
looks
off
like
the track.
Dude, it looks like the rear of the train got picked up and moved by a hand, like it's a model, and it just it just kept crunching up, and it was crazy. That's also the second derailment that camera's seen.
There was the one on the bridge.
It was the one on the bridge, which
this
was like half a year ago. It was a while ago.
This was a while ago.
That was when the 78 jumped the track. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta see this.
You might be able to find it. If you find it, drop it in the chat. Anyway, Horizon, were you trying to say something?
I was just commenting. That's the one where the 78 jumped the track.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I see it. Yeah. I see it here.
Oh, it was an Ace and a Jivo.
Something about this current derailment. I think the hopper just in front of the center beam was the one that actually started it. Because you can see the the rear truck of the hopper lift up, and then the center beam goes over.
I wonder if the hopper was empty.
Possible.
That's what I'm saying. Like it looks like the weight just straight up pushed it off the track around the corner.
Yeah. Anyway, following day, BNSF had another one.
Well,
they hit a semi truck, I guess. Wheels went everywhere. Then there was a little bit of a breather. 2 days later, Union Pacific did something else. They did some bad things to a container car. I don't know how to describe this one.
How did it get up there? How did it get up there?
This is oh man. This one I want video of. The following day, CSX did a thing. Is this the CSX wreck with the?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Do we know what happened to the crew? Are they alive? Because I know they got sent to the hospital, I'm pretty sure. But
I don't know.
This is the one with the crazy video, although I wasn't able to link the video. CSX train hit a truck and then hit a switch and just keeled over. But we have something that we've never done before, which is, normally the class of mental responsibility is about accidents. Usually there's a loss of life, or at least a wreck, right? And if you have an accident and you kill someone, you immediately lose the mantle. But what if you save someone? So, BNSF, on the 8th, rescued...
Okay, we should not be giving BNSF any points this week.
No, I mean, that's fair,
What did BNSF
but
do?
they did do this. This has nothing to do with how you treat you employees, anyway. But they did manage to save a woman who had been floating on an air mattress on Lake Texoma for 2 days.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how this happened. Like how she got into this position.
That's a classic prank.
Yeah, and then she was floating out there for 2 days, ended up washing up on the embankment. It was like, slowly dying, had hypothermia, etc. And the train stopped and picked her up.
See, this is why they should pay their workers better and treat them better, because they do good deeds like this every day.
She told the crew that she was floating on this air mattress after attempting to use it as a raft to get to a boat on the other side of the lake.
What?
In other words, real Darwin Award contender.
Yeah.
At least they picked her up out of the water.
Yeah, I mean
they did.
No,
it's
a really great story, and I'm gonna award them the mantle for it.
That is responsible.
Just
they saved a human.
Simply
Operation
because.
Lifesaver.
Sorry. Yeah,
It's
literally Operation Lifesaver. Operation Life Preserver, because she was floating on the lake.
That's a good one.
Yo,
this train has a sweet horn.
Yeah, I'm going to give BNSF the mantle, which is totally unprecedented. We've never given anyone the mantle. It's always, fallen to people. But this is a unique circumstance that I would like to celebrate and commemorate. So,
Good job, BNSF.
Yeah, good job, BNSF. but like the workers, not the corporate entity.
Yeah, good job to the workers, and they stay strong under that gag order.
We do have some stuff about that, but it wasn't one of the discussion topics that was grabbed, so...
Yeah, I don't really know enough about it to talk about it, so...
Yeah, same with a lot of the stuff. I feel like I've been out of the loop with too many things, but nevertheless, it's been 2 weeks since the last show, and I would have liked to pay attention to stuff, and here we are. What has everyone been doing?
Working away.
It do be like that.
Yeah.
I've been sick.
Rip.
Dean, did you have the Rona?
I tested positive for it, but there is no indication that I actually had it.
Rip. I thought you just said you were sick.
I was sick, but I didn't have like the symptoms.
What symptoms?
I was sick and I tested positive for COVID, but it wasn't COVID.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so
okay.
The short version of the story is Dean had COVID. That sucks. I suppose you didn't get to see any train. No asterisk. I suppose you didn't get to see any trains because there was an ice storm and all your doors were frozen. You couldn't leave your house, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
I mean, it does seem like a lot of us didn't do a whole lot of things. I went to a Providence Northern monthly meeting, which is actually fairly important, but I want to get to that last. So, Horizon, you're the only person here that I don't interact with on a regular basis outside of Royale season.
Yeah. I've been busy with college, so that's been fun.
Yeah. All busy. I want to see trains. Can't see trains. Don't get to see trains.
It's the best college, though, because you have a BNSF line running smack through the middle of the campus.
Is that the one where the robot got creamed by the train?
Are you in Fort Collins?
Nope, Fresno City.
Oh, okay.
It runs basically directly through.
Man.
Fresno City, like California?
Yeah, California.
Hey.
Hang on, I might have a picture. One second.
If I had a nickel for every time that BNSF had a railroad line that went straight through a college, I'd have 10 cents. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I remember Shelby's stories of being angry at the train that just goes straight through the middle of Fort Collins in the middle of the college campus.
That's a cool anecdote too.
Here's a small video of a train going over one of the college's underpasses.
Oh, that's cool.
It is.
I like how they're all... Okay, I was about to say, the first 4 engines are all facing the same way. Oh, that's a power move. That's a lot of engines.
It's 7, I think. And then it had a massive train behind it, which I couldn't record because 50 megabyte upload limits are bad.
Simply get good. Oh, hey, a train.
Look at you and your 50 megabytes. I need 8.
Yeah.
Man, remember the days when you could upload, like, gigabyte files on Skype? It would take 6 years, but you could send anything you wanted. It was also directly peer-to-peer, like it didn't go to a server in the meantime.
Mm.
Anyway, did you have like a Strode situation? The most recent There's Your Problem was about road biking, and I've gotten most of the way through it, and I noticed you mentioned about road biking.
Oh god, I bike on American roads to get to and from college.
I feel that.
In a car.
Thankfully, there's actually a bike lane for the majority of it, or I go on residential streets.
Yeah, but is it like an actual bike lane, or is it like a bike lane that's... Is it protected at all? Or is it like, okay, you can die now?
It's a bike lane where it's an actual lane, but it's not protected at all.
Oh, God. Go ahead, get killed.
Yeah, pretty much. Not to mention anytime I have to, cross major streets, it's like, keep your head on a swivel.
Mm-hmm. Bike infrastructure is fun.
Oh, it's a damn joy.
I need to get back to biking. I need to get back to going to the office, and if I do, I would like to get back to biking to work. because I've done that all of once, and I live 3 miles away. And I was listening to the Well, There's Your Problem on the, on bike infrastructure, and I just felt guilty for taking my car to go 3 miles. I was like, yeah, I probably should do. I mean, I could. It wouldn't be that hard. It would take me, maybe 45 minutes, but that's not bad. Or I could bike there and get there in 15 minutes, and it, why am I taking my car? I mean, thank goodness there's parking there. If there wasn't lots of easy parking there.
Speaking of time, you learn real quick the topography of your city.
Oh my god. Absolutely.
Hills are pain.
I was actually going to look into the cost of an e-bike, because I was like, I live in a pretty hilly area of Providence.
Oh yeah, e-bikes would be awesome.
Let me get a picture of a e-bike that I looked at. Oh, where is it?
You can also get kits to retrofit your own bike into an
Here
e-bike.
it is.
You could just get a kit to turn into a gas bike.
Look at the price in the bottom right corner.
I already have a holy Moses.
God no.
I already have a
$50 in the paint.
I go for electric yard tools because I don't feel like filling up a gas can ever. So
yeah, I didn't realize until recently. I found out this stat on how inefficient two-stroke motors are too.
Yeah.
I never realized how bad even just an industrial leaf blower is compared to a car.
Yeah, and with that stuff, you can just as easily get a battery operated one or plug it in.
Exactly. Yeah, my parents have a system that's the lawnmower, the weed whacker, and one other tool, I think, and it's all run off the same battery system.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they can just charge one battery or two batteries and just swap them around.
I mean, that's probably because it's all the same brand.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because different brands have different because Ryobi, DeWalt.
Well, yeah, of course. But that would defeat the entire point of an all-in-one system if they bought different brands. All-in-one systems.
Well, I would just like to say that this is why we have standards, right, Dean?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. Not your standards.
Yes, standards. So let me talk about the PN here for a minute while we wait for Horizon to get back, because
damn, it's really snowing on this cam.
It is. It kicked up a notch. So the Providence Northern, for those who don't know, the model railroad club that I'm a member of, and just about everyone has been to, and that TJ is formerly a member of.
Hi guys, it's Horizon 45. I'm back. I won't actually be on for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Wow, Horizon, you were back way quicker than you said you were going to be.
Yeah, I got something stuck in my throat, but I'm here for the next 10 minutes or so.
Stuck in my throat.
Jesus Christ.
What do you want?
I don't know, maybe he wants to say hi to his friends. I mean...
Yeah, geez, Dean.
I like how it's slowly becoming more feminine.
I was going to say it's becoming more like Mickey Mouse.
Well, it started real Mickey, and then it got to Minnie, towards the end.
Oh boy,
Minnie.
I was just talking about. Do you want to? We're just in the middle of local service, so if you've got, you came back from the museum 10 minutes ago, right?
Yep, I was traipsing around in the mud and the slush and the yuck to try and get something out of the shop, and that was after having left the museum at 7 o'clock last night because the Deepa building flooded with sewage.
Oh no!
Nick Melio.
So we've been having a great week. How about you?
Oh my god!
Wild.
Listen, I feel for you. I feel for you.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. This club that TJ was a member of.
Well, yeah, TJ hasn't been a member of the Providence Northern for several years, but considering we're the Rhode Islanders, we obligatorily were part of it. But I wanted to say about the Providence Northern, I wanted to give an update to the situation, which is that the building we're in is owned by the old Warwick Grange. The Grange is how to describe it? It's just like a
It's a
community
non-government town hall.
Yeah, exactly.
What if they just like give you guys the building?
I mean, I don't think they will do that, but that's. I mean, maybe if it gets to that point, we could petition to buy it off of them, which would be interesting. But
$1 million.
And you could get at least 2 layouts in there, then, couldn't you?
Get a second layout. We've
You
had
just have a
layout.
helix go from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. But
One going downstairs.
It'd be a hell of a spiral.
yeah, or just an elevator, train elevator. Make it disguised as like a barge.
It's Gmod.
Okay, so this is annoying.
What is?
The barge sinks into the harbor with everything on board.
Yeah, exactly. And it appears down at the lower level, and then it pops back up like boats in early versions of Minecraft.
You need a giant submarine with doors on the front, like the Higgins boats that they would carry tanks in World War II.
Or like the Japanese aircraft carrier submarines.
Yes.
Like that.
I think
But
the
it
bottom
opens
should be.
long.
I think you should do the top is the same layout as it is now, and then the bottom is the exact same layout, just in the 20s.
Oh, that would be fun. I thought you were.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
that
you were going to
would be
say like
pretty
in
neat.
the Nether.
In the nether.
Yeah, in mushroom biome.
That would be pretty interesting.
The Mushroom Kingdom Railway.
It's mushroom cows just driving through.
Yeah. It's Toad and mushrooms and Bowser.
Hello.
Yeah, the universe is very confused on which.
Which mushroom version are we going for
Yeah.
here? Who knows?
Yeah, man, Mushroom Railroad.
The to get back to the more serious note, though, the Grange is, this community organization, and it has maybe 10 active members right now, including those members that have joined to keep it alive, that are part of the Model Railroad Club. The current president of it, her name is Joan. She is currently fulfilling 6 out of the 13 administrative positions on the branch of the Grange.
Joan?
And
Joan.
and
Right.
she's
Sorry.
not happy with doing that. Her ancestors were part of the Grange, and she doesn't want to keep the Grange alive, basically, as she puts it, under false pretenses, just to keep the model railroad there, which she was really hurting, honestly. She looked like she was going to cry when she was talking about it. And
I heard all of that just happened, yeah?
Huh?
Come back.
Wait, if you're the real Horizon.
Yes, it is an imposter.
Oh,
It was very sus.
hold on. Hold on. I need to do something.
Okay. Bruh.
The Grange is not functional the way it is, and she's not happy with it being the way it is, and she needs people to step up and take officer positions, but she wants it to be... She wants people to actually care about the Grange, which is,
That's a big ask.
Yeah, it is a big ask. It's also just... I don't know. I need to phrase this better. I need to frame this story a little better. She is president and fulfilling those 6 duties, which, again, should be 6 different people, until, July, the end of July. And she said if there's no functioning Grange by that time, she's out. She can't do this anymore on her own. And we don't really know what's going to happen. So we're trying to get people into the Grange to take up officer positions and try to make it work, because if we can do that, we're all going to be okay. And if not, we're going to have to start exploring other options like buying the building or possibly relocating
just going somewhere else. Yeah.
Which
and the layout has already moved once, hasn't it?
Well, bits of it have. The thing is, the layout as it stands today is exactly 2 sections are from the original layout. Yeah, St. Johnsbury and part of the branch line. The rest of it was all just taken apart. The buildings we all have, and the rest of it was just dumpstered. It came apart in like 1 weekend because the people who owned the building were raising the rent. But it's a tight spot to be in. And it's a tight spot for Joan to be in, and I understand that she's upset by this because the Grange effectively doesn't exist. It's really just her. Just so that we can have this building to build our layout in. And, you know, she doesn't want to screw us over, but it's not right for her to be doing everything that she's doing and getting nothing out of it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's I'm going to join the Grange, and I'm going to see if I can take up an officer position, and she's offered to train people, because we don't know what it takes to be in the Grange. And despite the fact that it doesn't really mean anything to me right now, I am going to try to get into it, and I'm going to try to be a functioning member of it, and, you know, organize events and stuff, because I don't want to be there just for the model railroad either.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I hope something saves the Grange, because community organizations like that are really important.
Yeah.
And they have been, especially in New England, for a long, long time.
Yeah, especially, I mean, there are, I think, 3 Grange locations left in the state of Rhode Island, or something like that. No, sorry, there were 3 left in the county, and the county reports to the state, and the state reports to the national. I don't know. It's the meeting is on Wednesday, and I'm going to express my interest in being a part of the Grange, and we'll go from there. Hopefully a bunch of people show up and are willing to do it, because, well, we have 4 months, 5 months to get our ducks in a row and get this to be a functioning organization. Anyway.
I hope it works out too. Like, I don't want you to lose the railroad, man.
Yeah.
Or, well, you won't lose the railroad, but, like, I don't want you to have to go through the trouble of moving the railroad.
Well, that's the thing. It will almost certainly have to be completely dismantled. I don't know how many pieces of it will end up being saved. And a lot of the guys in the club, I mean, they're 20 years older than they were when we moved to this location. I don't know if they have building another layout like that in them. Not to, you know, and I'm not trying to diss on them, but time takes its toll on everybody, and we only have so many younger guys. Already, it's like a lot of the people just our electrical engineer isn't head of electrical anymore, and
people are getting elderly. I mean,
nobody wants to get on the floor and climb under the layout anymore. None of the old heads anyway.
Hell no.
So it could be tough. It could be tough. Anyway, so I'm sorry to end the segment on a downer.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, anybody else have anything more uplifting to talk about? I mean, I'm going on a dinner train tomorrow.
Steam powered, right?
Yeah, steam powered dinner train.
One of the few.
It's like,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like the only time they're doing it. They're doing steam powered lunch specials also this week.
Yeah, they've done that. They've done those for a while. I don't know what it is about lunch trains that they like the steam for, but they've done that. They do lunch trains pretty often, I think, with steam.
I think the lunch trains can be shorter so they can go a little faster. Because I know that running a steam engine slowly is a pain. Like, firemen hate it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, if we had the second Horizon here, I could ask him about the mechanics of that a little bit more. But...
Sounds like there's another train coming.
Oh, yeah?
Sounds like it.
I think I see it.
Hi, puppers.
Is it down there?
Yeah, way down
Is
that
it?
way.
I think I can see something. I can't really tell.
Looks
Ooh,
like
a National
looks like
Grid
a little
bill. I love that.
Looks like
Yeah.
a little headlight.
Yeah, it's the train.
I can see the light. By the way, does Elkhart, like, win the award for saddest looking museum? Because...
No,
I don't know, that Chester Museum is pretty
interesting.
Chester?
The Chesterton Museum is pretty sad.
No, not Chesterton. Chester, in Mass.
Fort
one
Madison is more like Fort Sadison, and I'm sorry if you live there.
Fort Sadison.
Dude, it's such a sad little town. The most exciting thing there is the effing bridge.
I mean, that bridge is pretty exciting, though.
Yeah, that's the only exciting thing.
Where's Chester? I can't think of the...
It's a rail cam on that B&A.
Oh, that's right. Well, I mean, a lot of these are relatively small operations and stuff, but Elkhart seems to have so much stuff, and they've got the Mohawk and everything. And it's just like, I've never seen a picture of it that looks like they have nice stuff. I mean, the obvious choice is, Steamtown obviously looks sad all the time. But at least they've got all the stuff they have indoors, and like a really cool museum building, and a crazy awesome back shop. Meanwhile, this just looks like lines of cars outside that will never do anything, and it makes me sad. But I guess this is the New York Central Museum compared to the Pennsylvania Museum. It makes sense to me. Right, Dean?
Yeah.
I mean, technically there is no Pennsylvania Railroad Museum, but...
Well, that's true, but it has Pennsylvania in the name, and also railroad in the name.
And there are also lots of Pennsylvania Railroad things there.
Yeah. What a funny coincidence that is.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
We got foamers.
Look at those foamers.
Look at those foamers.
I mean, they could always just... Yeah, they're probably foamers. I was about to say, they could be waiting for the train, but then I realized they don't have any luggage.
Yeah.
That said, they don't have any cameras either, so according to that cop that was questioning us at TF Green, they probably are just here to do drugs.
Probably.
Definitely.
No, this guy's moving without bright headlights on, SMH.
Or ditch lights.
Maybe he's a ghost train.
Train.
Also dead. I mean, that is implied in the ghost train thing.
Depending on the locomotive, it may just be... Oh, there they go.
You can see some lights now. Oh, I see lights.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go. He was taking his time. Is there like a yard over there?
Yeah, there's a huge yard. Also, this looks like a heritage unit.
Oh my god, are we gonna see? I'll postpone the beginning of Locomotive Versus to see what this unit is on the head end.
Achilles, this is why you let me pick the camera.
Oh, joke's on you. Achilles is not watching this ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think O'Gillies is gonna be watching that and listening to this?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
guys, it's a
probably.
heritage
It actually
unit!
is a heritage unit, though.
The funny part was when I made
I've
that
seen
rail
this
fanning
one.
video for the community channel, and then I called Achilles out in the... Oh, that is pretty cool. I called Achilles out in the, like, subtitles, and then, like, 2 months later, he goes, I was watching that video, and I finally noticed the subtitles. What is that?
And an SE40!
What is that?
Central of Georgia.
Oh god,
Central
I hate that.
Georgia.
I hate the
I
Central
think that
Georgia.
I saw that once. I think that I saw that once, like 7 years ago.
It's
I bet the virtual railfan chat is going crazy.
Not really. Oh yeah, they are. Never mind. Just
We got
Virtual
6
railfan, thank you.
Yeah, there's 6 things on.
I get the
is
most
it-
out of my life by watching Virtual Railfan grab bags.
I get the most out of life by Locomotive Versus.
All right, let's go.
thingy.
That was solid. Oh, we didn't get to talk about the trolley buses. Oh well, we'll come back to that at
Later.
some point. In one corner, let me grab a picture of it. The non-standard standard engine.
The standardist. The best.
The standard isn't.
Standard. Standarn't.
Standarn't. Yeah, there we go. Let's see.
That's not the title, Standarn't.
That would be a good title. Hold on, let me write that down. Oops. It auto-corrected it to standard.
God.
I don't know why this looks so crusty.
What?
It's this picture.
Who
pinged me? Whom stood off?
Who's talking?
And in the other corner,
hold
we
on.
have...
Oh, yeah, that is crusty. Wow.
You're crusty.
Oh, geez, Sandusky. Let me just get my pictures back down again.
Yeah,
Your
let me
crusty
pull out. So
pictures.
here we are, the PRJ1, the non-standard standard engine.
Oh, the
And,
J1? I like the J1.
Yeah. And then the Santa Fe 210-4.
Ooh, I want to do the points.
Okay. Oh my god, 4-axle trucks on that tender.
Yeah.
I mean, we have coast to coast, but like, damn. Uh-oh.
Strobon Dongero.
It is a pretty serious tender. I mean, these both have pretty serious tenders. Who is gonna go first? I turned it over to the judges, being Horizon, TJ, and Dean.
Wait, what about
I'm
sorry,
not a judge.
Horizon,
I'm not a
TJ, and TBA. My bad.
I vote that the Santa Fe goes first.
All right.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
normally I would vote for the Penzi to go first, because especially in this case, since the J1's one of my favorites, but I want the Santa Fe to go first because I know what the J1 can do.
Okay, fair enough. You guys agree with him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Here,
Okay.
can you take this brick?
Oh, thanks for my brick back. I forgot I needed to take this out of the kitchen.
Goya!
Come on, man.
TBS says hi.
Goya!
Hi,
Hi, Goya.
guys. I just woke up from a nap.
Rip.
Hi, Benny. Anyway,
Eating emoji. Papa.
Goya rejected my love.
they said hi.
He's in a
Oh, I
relationship.
didn't hear. I didn't even hear him.
They said hi. I just woke up from a nap. Anyway, all right.
Oh,
So,
okay, that,
Mr. C&O man, sorry, Santa Fe man, please hit me with
No.
your best shot.
You're built.
You're all right. 1942.
1944.
Oh wait, you're younger than me. Oh crap.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought you were older than me. Okay. Don't like this.
that's-
Don't like where this
that's
is going.
one for Santa Fe.
I'm not going to ask that because that should be a pretty obvious answer. I don't know about that one.
I'm wondering what that could have been.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Donkey Stonky. Hold on.
How?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Doggy stonk.
Thonky. THONKY.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. Apparently, Vert.
While we're waiting, I wonder if there's ever been, I wonder how much lumber falls off of center beams.
It's like asking how many containers fall off of container ships. I'm sure it happens a lot.
A lot.
It's just like the margin is so small compared to how much gets transported successfully. We just don't think about it.
It can also happen like anywhere, so we might not see where it happens. But also, I know they do a good job of tying them down, but sometimes they don't.
Gonna go out on a limb and say water capacity.
Water capacity? Oh,
Why
so
would
you're
you ask-
challenging me.
You're winning, and you're losing that one. Dude.
No, hold on. I need to find it because I don't know what tender these stats are for. It could be coast to coast. No, this is not a great water capacity. 21,000 gallons.
24,500.
Yeah, I was looking. Look at that. Look
What?
at how long that thing has a back overhang.
Yeah, dude, the freaking...
Santa Fe.
Yeah.
That's for running in the desert, though. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was a pretty good bet.
Running in the desert.
Gosh.
It's really effing hot.
It's really...
Mid-train DPU!
Jesus.
Really? Where?
Oh, wait, no, that's a whole nother
Oh, I
train
see.
coming out. It's a
No,
race! No, I think it's a DPU. Yeah, it's a DPU.
That's a DPU.
There it
There's
is.
a gun in front. Pipe
Pipe
gun.
Pipe gun, my
gun.
beloved.
You have coal, so I cannot do that.
I do have coal.
Nice Givo.
Boiler pressure.
Boiler pressure. 275 pounds.
310.
310?
Yes.
Jesus. I think that's the highest I've seen outside of high pressure locos, honestly. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
So they had to get up Cajon. I mean...
yeah, they did, actually.
Cajon.
They had to get up Cajun.
Cajun Pass, yeah.
Cajun Pass.
Oh man, now I'm hungry.
Cajon Pass.
What do you call a Santa Fe train that doesn't want any gumbo?
What?
Cajun Pass.
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, stay.
But gumbo's so good, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You're dumb if you pass up that.
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna go out and look at base ID.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 420.69.
Wait, what? I missed it. What's going on?
Local base ID.
Local base ID. We're gonna go with 98.
91.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
You know, there's a really easy point I'm seeing comparing the two. I'm surprised it hasn't been called yet.
I can't do it because we're the same thing. So...
I don't...
Wait, how do you know what you have, Dean?
Pictures.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
You can
see things from pitches.
I know. I'm just
Okay,
making
okay.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
Horizon's
but,
also just looking at pictures.
Can we
I've
do...
got the stats open.
No, close those out. No stats for you.
He's my crap out of group text. I'm gonna close that out. I am going to say, oh, please be good, please be good, please be good. Minimum weight of rail.
Minimum weight of rail on these monsters. Well, you are dealing with a Penzi engine. 126 pounds per yard.
Dean, I have a question.
God damn it.
Wait, what?
127.
Yes! Yes!
Wow.
Victory!
Okay, hold on. Question for Dean, though.
Yes.
I'm looking at your page, and I can't
Yes.
because I'm not contending.
No, you
I
cannot.
don't think you can.
No, you cannot.
What? No, what class is he doing, though? They're all different.
5011.
The 5011's on the far right.
Yeah.
Alright, but stop looking at the page. Bonk.
No.
Go to versus jail.
Whatever's the jail.
Okay, so there is something that sticks out at me, but I don't trust it. You know what we're gonna go with? We're gonna go with factor of adhesion.
Factor of adhesion. Ooh. I was kind of avoiding that. 3.49.
Ooh! 3.96.
Wow.
Good.
That's a point for me. Alright, I need to look around, I need to think about what my next moves are, because you've definitely got some good stuff. Oh, you know what? Let's get this out of the way. Number in class.
God damn it. 25.
And number built.
25.
Okay, so mine are both 125.
God.
So
Yeah,
there's that.
That ties it up.
Yay! Okay. All right. I need to look at these engines very closely and figure out what I'm doing here. Let's go with tender loaded weight.
Tender loaded weight. 464,700 pounds.
Heavy.
Okay. Tender loaded weight for me is 411,500 pounds.
I was avoiding that, yeah.
So I got that one.
J1 takes the lead.
Apparently I am just barely marginally lighter. So, because of our differing minimum weights of rail.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I want to stretch that idea, though. I don't know if I want to call, like, engine weight or anything like that. Let me look at these two. No, that looks gargantuan. I'm not going to touch that. Oh, man. Both of those I don't like. No, that looks bad. Not going to do that. Oh, you know what? Cylinders. High-pressure cylinders.
Cylinders. 30 by 34.
Damn it, 29 by 34.
Ah! Awesome.
Man, yours look smaller.
Yeah, they do, actually.
Yo, did we do a zombie locomotive versus?
Yeah, we did. Right before the new year.
Yeah, you did. Driver diameter.
Driver diameter, 70 inches. 70 inches.
What?
70 inches.
74.
74? Wow.
Yeah. That was like that was a stretch because mine just looks smaller.
They do look smaller. Okay, go ahead.
Oops. The internet just series up.
Okay, tubes. I was actually considering this one. 56 2 1/4, 2.25.
Same.
You have 56 2 1/4?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'll take that.
That was bad.
Let's go with.
So Ellis has 6. Wait, you guys had the same.
We had the same, so no points, but the ball changes. The turn changes. I'm going to do evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
213.41.
All right, 252.71. That's
Yeah, you have.
I'll take that. Which means let's do this actually. Combined heating surface.
85.77.
All right, that was a mistake. Oh wait, it wasn't a mistake. 94.98. This should inform some future decisions. Evaporative heating surface.
59.37.
65.68. That's a good one.
God.
Let's
8
do.
for the J1, 8 to 4.
Let's do. This might be a bit of a gamble, actually. You know what? Let's do superheating surface.
Superheating?
Yeah.
26.40.
Okay, 29.30. Okay, I'm glad I won that. Let's do this then. Flue and tube length.
Flue and tube length?
Mm-hmm.
21 feet.
21 even?
Yes, even.
Balls. Alright, 20.89. Alright. Your go.
Okay.
Score is 9 to 4 in favor of the J1.
I'm trying to remember how you said you have 70-inch drivers?
Yes.
I'm trying to think if I want to do that or not.
Well, we've got to get 7 more points on the board before we can go to style points, right? You said it's 9 to 4, TBA?
Yes.
Oh boy. Yeah, we got a long way to go.
Well, we gotta go in a short time to get there. Screw it. Robert Limousines power
Oh, I
computation.
think you're winning this one. 33,468.
37,727.
You have much higher boiler pressure. That'll do it for you.
Same as above, plus superheater percentage.
Now, see this one. I don't know. 43,842.
49,422.
Okay.
We haven't done Firebox Dash, so
Nope,
I don't know
not at all.
if I want to do that.
Hit me.
I'm
Come
trying to
on, I
think
want
if
you
we
to hit
should
me.
do
I
it.
want you to hit me.
Same with a substitute firebox area for grid area. Oh.
207,144.
Yeah, I knew it. 200,613.
Yes. Okay, so
10 to 6.
That was a shot in the foot.
but that one doesn't really help me. Doesn't really inform my other stuff because I don't know. Doesn't give me a lot of answers here. You know what? Let's get some important ones out of the way then. Tractive effort.
Tractive effort?
Yeah.
Where is it? Gotta find it again. 108,961.
Right, that was a mistake.
Oh.
95,484.
I thought with your smaller drivers, you would have had more.
I really thought so too, but it must be the differing boiler pressure and the cylinder size that makes a difference.
Also,
yeah,
heavier.
Yeah, that's true. You are heavier.
He is.
And you could do to be a lot heavier too with your factor of adhesion. If you had a significant portion more weight, you would be even better. You just need incredibly heavy rail.
I'm not doing firebox stats. I'm scared of those.
You should be. Run.
No balls. No balls. Shoot your shot.
Wait on drivers.
Wait on drivers.
Why would you do that?
We're gonna go with 377,800 pounds.
380,300.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
No, that makes. Wait on drivers?
Yeah, wait on drivers. I'm lighter.
Wait, I thought I would have. I thought heavier won.
No.
Nope.
Heavier does not win.
Damn.
In any situation.
Damn it.
Model railroading.
Shut up. I'm an idiot.
Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Do you have axle loading?
Do I have axle loading? Yeah.
Okay, give me your axle loading.
77,400.
76,800.
God.
Yeah, we take those.
12
to 7. We only need one more. Oh, I think I can do a pretty good number in style points. So I should just win one more and get the hell out of Dodge.
No.
Okay, let's see. What can I win? What's like a lock for me? Well, I mean, I could do more. Actually, do you have a booster by any chance?
No, I do not.
Okay, cool. That's a style point for me later.
Damn it.
Let's do. Oh, screw it. Let's just do engine weight.
Engine weight.
Yeah.
536,000 pounds.
All right, that was a mistake. 572,640. I should have gone with overall. I should have gone with total.
Yes. Oh, my total is not great. Also, I am train derailed in Denver.
F.
Yeah, Foxtrot.
Who was it? Was it you?
Curse of the Terminus. Who is
no
it?
idea. BNSF.
Well, there goes the mantle for BNSF. They had it for 30 minutes.
Nice job, dude. Who has it now?
So like half hour.
Well, I'm not actually
ACS
gonna change it. But if nothing else changes, it would go back to it'd go to CN. It would go to CN.
Oh boy.
Okay. Anyway, we'll see if that keeps up. I bet you it's gonna go back to KCS. If anything happens to CN in the next 2 weeks, it's going back to KCS. Anyway, Dean, what's your stat call? Or are we going to style points? You should definitely go to style points. We should go to style points.
No.
Don't you want to do style points?
No, not yet. I have a curiosity.
Oh, good. Ask me.
44,000. Oh, crap.
You need to tell me what the stat is first, Dean.
Power L1.
Power L1. Okay.
Well, now he knows the answer. He was not gonna.
It's really close. 44,209 for me.
44,207.
Yes! Yes!
That's the closest thing ever.
All right. Power MT.
Power MT. 1281.35.
1289.89. I knew I could win that one. Let's go to style points.
God. Wait.
14 to 8.
first, I am extremely curious.
No, hold on. The judges need to ask their questions.
Power L1.
We just did
We
that.
already did that.
You did Power MT.
You did both.
Both.
Power L1
Both.
is the one that I won by 2 points, and then did Power MT.
Oh, never mind.
Wait, so what's the question you were curious about, Dean?
Total engine and tender weight.
All right, let's do that one.
Okay, 984, 140.
Oh, I'm so glad I did not call that.
I did.
1,700,000.
It's 1,000,000 pounds. Extra thick.
It's super thick.
All right, I'll take a point for that.
Thick with 10 C's.
Horizon TBA.
Let's see. Valve gear.
About Baker.
Oh, wall shirts.
Oh crap! You are wall shirts. I should have used that one. I was staring at yours, going, "That doesn't look like Baker," but I don't know enough about Valve gear to win this confidently. All right, so that's another point.
Yours looked like wall shirts from a angle.
Really? It looks like Baker to me. I mean, I can tell it's Baker. It's got that very specific looking slide. Anyway, TBA, you're the last host to call stat.
I want your axle loading.
We did that.
Then I want your ratio of driving wheelbase to overall engine wheelbase.
That I was actually kind of curious about. 0.49.
0.52.
Ooh, that's
should have
good.
called that.
Yeah.
You should have called
Dean
that.
wins
Jeez.
one. Dean gets a stat on that one. All right, so just real quick, in the stats or in the style points, I need to do the following. We both have a feed water heater. We both have really good sand distribution. I have a cast pilot and he doesn't. That's a point for me. I also have a
largest smoke box door.
Would you say smoke box door?
Mine is just larger than yours.
Yeah, that's a point. You can have that. I have a doghouse.
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, I do. I also have those curved cab windows, which aren't a point on their own, but we've talked about it before.
I'm going to give you 19 for a trains model.
19?
I have a trains model.
Do you?
Yes, Paul's trains, but...
That's negative
there
1
might
point.
Be another, there might be like a... I don't know if Paul's
Bonus
trains
point
proper
for
one.
broken mic?
That's a lot of damage. I need to get a point for my booster. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Booster.
I wish I could understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what Dean is saying.
Mr. Roboto over here.
Would you say? Oh, you have white walls. Yeah, you do have white walls. You get the
That
paint
might
point.
just been for the photograph, but I don't know. Maybe.
Look at this
How many?
photograph.
Oh, you know what I should have asked for my question?
What?
Was how many survive?
Oh, good. That's a good.
Do
question,
either
actually.
of us have survivors?
I think I do actually.
Oh.
At least 2, I believe.
Okay, then you get a point for
Let's check.
survivals. For survival, then.
Just check the thing.
Yeah, because I don't have any.
Oh, you know what? I have roller bearings
Oh,
on all axles.
actually, I don't know if I have roller bearings. Let me check real quick. And rolling on both. Okay, so I don't actually know. It looks like I have at least friction bearings on the lead axle, so yeah, no, I don't get that. So you can have that point. I was
Thermic siphons.
Oh, you do have thermic siphons.
Yeah.
I would hope that
30
I have thermic
square feet.
siphons. But I don't know enough about this engine to tell you one way or the other. I used to have 69-inch drivers, which is just nice, and then they gave me 770.
No, that's nice.
Yeah, but that's not a point.
You get a whatever your score is plus nice.
Plus nice.
Lightweight rods.
Oh.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
hey,
like
wait a
that
minute.
did anything to you? To help?
Hey, I just want to say something.
What?
Do you have a picture of the front of your engine?
Oh wait,
there you go. There you go.
Pull one up.
I just You have a larger center smoke box door, but the entire front of my smoke box opens.
It's like, yeah.
I have gigantic hinges, and only part of the front of your smoke box opens if you unbolt everything. So you might have a larger door, but I have a larger. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not a door.
Hatch.
Yeah, sure.
I have window shades.
Oh, well, screw you and your window shades. I've got curvy windows that they're cool.
He's got boat windows.
Yeah, exactly.
Portholes.
Yeah. I was made to rule the waves across the 7 seas.
Neither of you have an all-weather cab.
Nope.
I have.
That's dumb.
You have what?
Doesn't it get cold in Pennsylvania?
Ding.
I think he's trying to say he has box fuck drivers because he does.
No, train board.
You do have train boards. And I suppose you also have box fuck drivers, which are cool. Which also probably helped with your counterbalancing because apparently my counterbalancing was garbage. That's why they put bigger drivers on.
I have comfy seats.
You were piped for train. Oh, of course you were. I don't actually know if I was.
Look at it.
Wait, what? What do you mean look at it?
The
Oh yeah, you have a passenger train behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Are you? I have to ask. Are you scooping?
I don't believe I am. No.
Okay, because I don't know if these tenders have a scoop. They might have a scoop. This is the Pensy we're talking about, but these are also.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
The J1 actually does have a scoop.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's the coast to coast. They ran with coast to coast.
Yeah, I mean, musical tenders, just about every engine of the Pensy had a scoop at one point. Probably, I would wager. We both have dual cross-pound air compressors. Is there anything else that's like of
power reversed or whatever?
We both definitely have power reverse.
Yeah.
I would hope.
I think I have more sand capacity.
No, you don't.
No, my dome your dome might be longer, but mine is definitely taller.
Taller, but not by much.
Yeah, well, it's how you use it.
Yeah.
I think we're about break even. I don't think we can say sand capacity real firm either one way or the other. But if you do want one more point, you have an 8-axle tender, which is better weight distribution. So you can.
I was actually gonna say that because I'm like I've never seen a tender with 4-axle trucks.
Well, you have. It's called the coast to coast.
I thought that was kind of like a centipede tender.
No. No, the coast to coast is an 8-axle tender. And the very last one in existence is going to be behind the T1. Anyway, we're also at time for this segment, so I need to go punch this into the locomotive versus section on the cargos, which, if you're watching this podcast, you can see the cargos down below. You can look at all the stats that we're looking at. And importantly, if you want some stat cards of your own, we're making locomotive versus trading cards, which I will talk about more towards the end of the show.
No, we won't.
What?
I said, no, we won't.
No, you're right, we won't. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's 20 to 15. This is a high-scoring royale, or versus, rather. Who you guys voting for?
Biden.
J1.
Thanks, GG. Thanks.
Psych.
That's one for the J1.
Yeah, I gotta go Pensy on this one.
Okay, that's two for the J1. Horizon, you gonna give the Santa Fe a pity point?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Santa Fe
Thanks.
Santa PRJ1 by the points. And votes 2-1. I spent about half of this versus contemplating what I was going to put the Santa Fe engine up against as revenge if I didn't win. And I finally settled on I finally settled on the S1 because I thought that would be kind of funny. The S1 would definitely lose, though, so I should actually just put it up against the Q2. Should beat things up with the Q2. Although I'd be interested to see how it would stack up against a T1. Anyway, discussion topics.
What happened to Amtrak?
Do we want to? I really just wanted to get one little thing out of the way and say we just did a profile of steam locomotives. Dean?
Yeah. Well, more so, steam locomotives are being profiled.
Like racially?
Question mark? Chris Eden Green, the creator of steam locomotives in a profile, is about 750 pounds away from confirming a cast shays. So to give a perspective, he is at currently 19,000 or 19 and a half thousand British pounds. That is a lot of money.
Why does he need so much money, dude?
Did you know Cass has shays?
Well, that, but
So?
it's for like travel expenses, food, and transportation, and I guess touristy stuff too.
Yeah, I mean it takes a lot to arrange a trip and a production when you live in the UK and your production is in the US.
Yes.
Like I can understand it. It seems like it's a lot of money, but
it's really not.
Yeah.
For what he's doing, it's like dirt cheap.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're actually in industry, TJ. You could really shed a better light on this. Like, so that seems about right to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like if a real production was doing it, like that. I bet that Rocky, like the Rocky Mountain Express movie. It's like the Canadian National one.
Oh
I think.
yeah, okay, yeah.
It's about
the oh god, what is it called? The Mountaineer. It's the Rocky Mountaineer, right?
No, the other one, like the one that goes across the Canada Transcon.
Oh, so the Canadian.
Yeah, the Canadian thing. Yeah, the steam locomotive. It's like an IMAX movie.
Oh! Is that when they pulled
I know what you're talking about.
2816 out like
Yeah,
a year or
yeah.
two ago? And yeah, okay.
Yeah, like imagine like that. Like this, what steam locomotives in profile is doing is like a penny compared to. I would wager to guess. I don't have
the dollar.
I don't have the dollars in front of me. But I would wager to guess that the budget of most like high production value films like that, like even just about trains, are the budget's like way higher than what he's doing, and he has to, like the thing is, like on crews like that, like on IMAX films like that, it's probably even easier for them to coordinate something like this because the guy who might be in England or the United States doesn't have to necessarily travel to Canada to shoot the film. Like he can just hire some dude in Canada to shoot the film and then send it back to him.
Yeah, get a local company in. Well, I personally haven't watched steam locomotives in profile.
It's really good.
Yeah, no, I hear that it is. I understand that it is. I assume it's got pretty good production value. So
yeah, and like
it is. Yeah,
that's the thing. Like if he's negotiating all of his own travel expenses, if he's hiring a production crew, if he's renting equipment in the States, because I don't know, like I haven't watched a lot of his stuff either. Like I don't know if he has his own gear or if he, is one of those people that rents gear, like a lot of people do in the industry. Like that stuff adds up. I mean, even just submitting it to a place where people would view it costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like a film festival or something like that would cost you money. So, doing this on a small scale is like kind of insane.
Yeah. Now for a quick roadmap, for £5,000, he has achieved the JNL 58, the brick switcher, and it doesn't switch bricks. It is a brick. Yeah, that for £10,000, he has achieved both Mount Washington cog and the main narrow gauge.
Yes, it's what the people want.
For 15,000, he has achieved the a D and RGW Mikados and classic American 440s. For $20,000, he will get the Shays. And finally,
so the $25 isn't. So the 25. Oh, sorry. Just you can finish first.
I'll be right back.
And finally, for £30,000, the Big Boys, Mikados, and Sierra number 3. He also said something of if he gets over the gold, he will do, I believe, a select individual locomotive. I could be wrong. It's been since I've watched the proposal video, but it's really good. It's like about halfway to his 30,000-pound goal.
Yeah, so that makes it even more understandable that he's not just raising however much money for one thing. It's like it's like cross country. Yeah, it's like a scale. Like he's only charging that much money, or only using that much of a budget if he goes to all those places. So it's
yes,
yeah, that is very reasonable, and I'm excited because I haven't seen much of his stuff, but what I have seen, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the payment ends in the fourth quarter of this year, 2022. So if you can donate what you can, you don't have to. Just at least get the award out, because this is some pretty good stuff. It's really good. I can and I could vouch for it, but I don't really know the guy, so. Yeah. Deadline for the payment is March 31st of this year at midnight. I believe that's Greenwich Mean Time.
So we have a little bit over a month.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So it's not. So we might just get to the Shays.
We'll probably get the Shays because as it stands right now, the total is just under
20,000.
19 and a half, yeah. It's like 10 pounds away from 19 and a half exact, so we'll probably get the Shays. I'm not sure about Sierra number 3 or the Berkshires, the Big Boy, but, even if we get just the 4 in front, that's going to be, pretty amazing.
Yeah, it'll be pretty worth it already. Like, what kind of is a bit strange to me is JN958, because it's kind of like, it is neat, but at the end of the day, it is just like a normal switcher. Oh, who is? I'm trying to think. I can't think of a segue for anybody else, so you gotta back me up here. Oh wait, you know what? I could go over the pledge options. For £10, you if you donate £10, you get a certificate of my thanks. For 25, you get both that and a signed poster. For 40, you get all of that plus volumes 1 through 5 and the USA Slips MP3 soundtrack. For £50, you will get all of the above plus the Wall of Fame. 70, you get all the above, all of the above and digital copies. For 80, you get all of that plus a Slips in the USA mug. For 90, all of the above plus a Slips in the USA T-shirt. For 100, all of that plus a signed DVD. For 120, all of that plus a signed Slips Blu-ray. For 135, it keeps going.
Like
Jesus
Christ. It sounds like an infomercial, and I want to blow my brains out. Can we move on, please?
For 135.
No, we're not. All right, I'm muting Dean.
Just go.
Don't make me bring the horn back.
Anyway,
I'll just go to the for 5,000. All of that and your locomotive of your choice. So that's it. That's everything.
Wait, do we get to take a locomotive home?
No,
I wish.
Your locomotive featured.
No, boo.
Give me 4501. Give me 630. Or give me death.
No, you pay to get your locomotive done, but it's just my Volvo wagon instead.
No.
Yeah, do it.
This is what hell looks like.
For 5,000 pounds, all you need.
Hey, compared to the cost of any major infrastructure work, that's like nothing.
Mm.
Speaking of which, how much is Caltrain going to cost now?
Oh, I knew you were going to segue into it somehow. We always do. It is now just under $2.5 billion. And I'm being called why? I'll be right back.
So
Alright, so what happened to Amtrak this week, man? They had
we just segued to something else.
Yeah, but he just bailed. He had to leave.
That doesn't mean it's a discussion topic. We are all supposed to discuss. TBA,
Well,
don't make me ask Dean to read more things. So this is a future project too. This is not like throwing money at the wall to try and make a project move forward. The Caltrain Electrification, I don't think has started yet.
Like
it has started. Have they been putting up catenary?
Yes.
Jesus Christ!
Damn it!
Yeah,
what
this is what
done is it depends on where exactly you've gotten in the route. Yes,
Can we stop?
What was that?
I don't know. Diridon in San Jose has some poles up, some bases down, not much else. Some of the track has full catenaries ready to go, some of it's not done at all. The two main things that you can see aside from the wires is the new South San Francisco station and the new Hillsdale station. So that's every single
Yo, do you guys have gallery cars?
Yeah, there's gallery cars, there's the Nippon Shiryo bi-levels, but those are going out in favor of the Stadler Kisses.
Nice.
Oh, partially.
I'm pretty sure the Nippon Shiryo cars are the gallery cars.
Fold it over 1,000 times.
Who's got static? Good lord.
Loud.
Anyway. Yeah, that's currently what they're doing. It's going to cost more and going to take long, as every single infrastructure project does nowadays.
It costs $2.5 billion.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Well, they're putting up the damn wires after all.
I mean, put up the damn wires. Go ahead. I don't care. Pay $2.5 billion for that. Give me sell a couple bombs.
It's like they aren't even
I'll
done.
take your rocket, but you keep the atom bomb.
Aren't they doing Didn't they buy a couple toasters for testing?
Yes.
Yes, they have a toaster in Caltrain colors. Let me see if I can grab a picture.
It looks cool.
It looks like something you'd see on that fake Twitter account.
Yeah, WTX.
Yeah. Which is fantastic, by the way. I think we talked about them last time that they pranked Trains Magazine.
Dude, the Caltrain toaster looks pretty clean. Not even gonna lie. I'll post the picture right there. As it takes an eternity to finish. Ooh.
Right.
Got it.
God, wow, we posted the same picture!
No, is it the same? I thought it was at a slightly different angle. No, it's the same picture.
Nope, it's the same exact picture.
Herzog.
Can you tell me the difference between these two pictures?
Corporate needs you to find the difference.
But yeah, that's what 938 now looks like, and
Yo,
they're using
it has a
929 as
license
spares.
plate.
Where did this come from? Is this Accepta?
Nope, ex-Amtrak.
Amtrak.
Oh, okay.
This is
Maybe they took it out of
938.
Davisville.
Yeah, the conga line. It's in the line of shame.
Mhm. The
Border
line of
Collie.
sadness.
Yeah.
Or off the Lackawanna cutoff.
Yeah, those were all
But
NJ Transit, right?
Oh, right. I also love the Herzog.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Herzog.
Herzog sponsored it.
Although I'll be honest, these do look really good. Or this.
too.
I say these because there's two pictures of the same thing. This.
This paint scheme looks really nice on it.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like an old Amtrak scheme a little bit.
Weren't we voting on these paint schemes like a couple years ago?
Are you?
Or was that a
I
different?
don't think it was this one. I think that was the new coaster card.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the coasters down south.
There have been
but yeah,
few. There have been a few.
$2.44 billion figure. I don't think it holds the whole story, because I think that's just the electrification to 4th and King, because they want to drill underneath San Francisco to get to the new transfer station that's being used as a glorified bus station at this point. Where the
I've never been
Grand Bay
inside a
tunnels
Bombardier
connect to.
car.
Really?
I rode Caltrain once. It was nice.
What are the prices for Caltrain? Yeah, because like I saw them like twice when I lived in California.
Yeah, prices. Oh, I can't even remember, but I was like, it was enough to turn a profit on revenue alone. So.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, it did.
I asked because I want to know if it's cheaper than Metro. I want to say it's not, but that's just.
I
because-
wanna say because it's a commuter, it's slightly cheaper.
I mean, Metro's a commuter too, my dude.
Don't let me check.
Also, I do want to say that, like, we can rag on the price tag all we want, and at the same time just sort of cover our ears and
Oh wow.
not
Okay.
care about it because, like, electrification is a good
We
thing,
are.
and whatever it takes, whatever it costs. But it does
It is
make sense,
way cheaper.
at least to a degree,
Oh,
with between
for
the
a
depending on the zones, I don't know how the zones work,
oh boy, zones are fun.
but
yeah, there's
Like,
6
if you
zones, and it
go-
can range from just under $4 to $15 if you want to take
yeah,
it over.
one way.
Yeah, that's about right.
Where is
That's very similar to MBTA.
oh
Let me see if I
what
can
is this
find
picture,
zone structure.
DJ? I just saw you
What?
post a picture of 3025. When was this?
Today.
That was today. They're running 3025 today.
Yeah, I guess so. I saw it on Facebook.
Wow.
I thought they were trying to keep it undercover.
Yeah, no, they were. The folks I was talking to at the booth were saying, like, hey, we only have a limited amount of time on 3025. We're going to try to not use her so that we can
Well.
save her for Christmas season when we
If
need
you
all
can-
3 engines at once.
If you can see
Oh,
this
here.
very
I will
small
see that.
picture, that's the zone structure.
Oh, I'd like
Okay.
to see your zone structure.
Also works on zones.
Hot.
Zone 5 is already small.
No bonk. Just seriously, I wanted to see this image.
But here's the thing: it doesn't take into account distances. So anything basically south of Tamian is really far. So 5 and 6,
Oh.
you don't really see those often. So you're usually departing from Diridon. So it's four zones you pass through.
Why is that? What does the dotted line mean?
That's
Oh, is that
infrequent service. That's basically rush hour traffic.
Okay, so
Yo,
it doesn't
what
do
the
that all the
fuck?
time.
It
No,
literally
it's like-
goes
Gotcha.
to Gilroy.
It goes north in the morning, south in the evening, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
They want to extend it to Salinas.
Dude,
Bring back Del Monte style service.
Bring
that
back
would
the
be so
SD9s.
cool, though.
I wish the SD9s were
Oh,
back.
if it went, I mean, Amtrak stops in Salinas. If it went,
What does the blue dotted line mean?
That is Bart.
Bart, we rode Bart Ellis.
Yeah.
What is orange?
I'm not
Probably
sure.
That's-
another Bart
Joe.
line.
It's
Joe.
not working, I know that much.
It's still Joe.
Joe Mama.
But
Well-
yeah, it's gonna cost more money, and it's gonna go longer.
Yep.
Just like every other infrastructure project.
So, fun fact: your zones are actually a little bit cheaper than Metro's. So, congrats.
Nice. California is cheaper than Illinois. Who knew?
That was-
No, it's not.
That's not what I would have put money on.
California is cheap. That's interesting.
But because Metro also happens to work on the zone-based fare.
I think most commuter trains do. At least, yeah. At least a substantial number of them. Until they get too big for the zone thing to work. Which, like, boy, MBTA is about there. But,
Amtrak.
Yeah.
I don't know if all their
Amtrak
trains use the
today.
zone system.
really?
Yeah, because I don't really ever have to. I mean, I don't really think about it. I just like select the station and buy the ticket. But
Yeah,
What's
that-
a better system, a mileage or a zone-based system?
I mean, I think really 6 of one, half dozen of the other. A mileage system is a little bit more granular, but it's probably a lot harder to display on a map.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think zoning would be easier to
Oh.
like generalize.
yeah, especially on a corridor like Caltrain, the zone system is like it seems to make a lot more sense because you are
It's just, I just got it. You guys heard me just get it just now.
get what?
Like my ticket when I buy a Metro train is from Zone B to Zone E.
Oh God, why are you doing it with the letters?
That's just how Metro does it.
Oh God, that seems like a recipe for pain.
You have to really calm down. Jeez.
Numbers is much easier because it's increasing the more you go south.
Maybe we have more than 10 zones, dingalings.
You can do. There are not numbers
Oh,
larger
okay.
than 10.
I guess there's some.
yeah, famously trains can't count above 10.
Yeah.
11, 12,
I mean, I was thinking in the opposite direction. I was thinking if you have more than 26 zones, then you have to go to double letters, and that sounds atrocious.
Zone A.
Zone double A.
Oh, that sounds
Everyone's
terrible.
gonna love it.
Zones A to J, but don't fucking at me. I didn't make the system.
I'm going from zone BX to zone JQ.
It's like a coordinate,
Is-
it'll just become a coordinate plane.
Yeah.
my zone is
God.
Yes.
God damn it, I came here to ride trains, not do geometry.
Damn it.
I ride from B to E, and that ticket is $6.25 one way. If I were to take it from A to E, it would be not $6.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that really, the only thing that really matters at the end of the day is how easy it is to buy a ticket. And
Pretty damn easy to buy a ticket.
yeah, like what TJ said,
Is it like a?
the MBTA has like 12 zones, or maybe even 13 if you consider Zone 1A a different zone than Zone 1, which it technically
And
is.
And yeah,
If you just
Sorry,
go on the
d-
app, you just put in, I want to go from this station to this station, and it just buys a ticket that's the right price for you for the different zones those stations are in. Like, you don't need to care where the zones are.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Precisely where the Ventra app does too.
Yeah, and the thing about MBTA, which is cool too, is that like half the time you don't even have to think about what stations you're going to. At least when I'm riding, because I don't ride it for commuter rail during the week. I ride it on the weekends sometimes,
Mhm.
and I just buy a weekend pass, and it's $10, and they don't give a shit where you go.
Yeah. Unlimited rides.
I don't actually know how easy it is to buy a ticket because, you know, the one machine that we used, what was it, like 4 years ago at this point? It's probably gone, so
Well,
I have no idea
here's the
because it's mostly online.
Well, here's your homework. We're sending you out there to be our correspondent in the field. You're going to go bike over there, and you're going to ride a train.
Oh God, biking from the Silicon Valley Bay area. You couldn't pay me $50,000 to do that.
Really? You wouldn't do it for 50
That's a
grand?
little much.
If for 50 grand and you don't have time constraints, sure.
Yeah,
I
you can
might
take
try.
your time. You know, I'm not gonna There
One
will
year.
be one time stipulation, which is I will place down a snail behind you the moment you start
You
riding.
must-
If the snail ever catches up to you, you die.
Amazing. Here's the snail again.
I love the
But
dead
if
snail.
when I get on a Caltrain train, the snail stops having that effect.
Sure, we'll go with that. Until you're sleeping one night and you wake up to the sound of thunder and the snail is in your window.
Oh no. But yeah, apparently Caltrain is integrated with something called the Clipper card, so I'm gonna look that up.
That sounds awesome. Just because of the name. Anyway, while you look up the Clipper card, I think we're gonna take a step onto a slightly different topic and talk about something that's been clipping cars, which would be Amtrak Chargers, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also haven't been just clipping cars. PTC has been clipping the entire train.
Mm-hmm. Which, in fairness, of all the things that could go wrong with the Chargers, PTC is a relatively, like...
I'm not surprised at all.
No, I'm not surprised, but I'm also not overly concerned for the Chargers themselves, because PTC has been goofing up everywhere, and this isn't like a Charger-specific problem, at least.
Yeah. It's more of an issue to PTC being really shitty.
Yeah, if the Chargers were like the engine blocks are exploding, then I would be more concerned, but thankfully it's just a software issue.
Everything that I've heard about the Chargers and crews running them is that the crews love them. Like, they're great pullers, they're great engines.
Mm-hmm. They're in the shop a lot, but, they're good as engines when they work as engines.
T1 syndrome.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, we can't have nice things. This was the first run of the Chargers, like, in long-distance service.
They broke immediately. They couldn't leave the station.
They didn't even leave Chicago without problems. And then, I think like 2 out of the 3 hit a freaking car.
Yeah. Immediately. Like the next day. It was...
Like day 1 or day 2. Like, this is why we can't have nice things.
I mean, isn't this the Cole story? I know it didn't happen immediately, but the locomotive which, horseman lore anyway, the locomotive known as Cole was on Amtrak for a very short amount of time and then hit a chicken truck. And that was the end of his run on Amtrak. So, why does this happen every time Amtrak changes modes? Because that was like the beginning of Amtrak. I wonder if we could find a similar...
Maybe they're just cursed.
Yeah. Actually, that was the best thing I've heard. Because, you know how Brightline's just been constantly killing people, right?
Yeah, maybe the
Charger.
Maybe it's not Brightline. Maybe it's the Chargers.
Maybe the Chargers... Did they install, like, big magnets in the front of the Chargers by accident?
They
But
forgot to put
if it's the
Dreamcatcher in
Chargers,
cab.
then it's specifically the not SC44 ones, because the ones here in the Valley have been running perfectly fine with, I don't think, a single fatality or mechanical
True, the
issue.
Caltrain Chargers are nice. I've seen them.
Hmm.
And as far as I know, the Caltrain Chargers have been pretty well behaved over there. Like, I never heard anything or saw any issues with them when I would see them in Sacramento.
Yeah, they were never, like, splattered with the blood of Florida Man. Oh, well.
No, because there's actually really not that many street crossings.
Huh.
Not that many street crossings once you get out of, like, Stockton and Fresno. Other than
Why are you heading south?
those two, there's not really a lot of street crossings
I guess
in
the Chargers do
the
in
Valley.
You know, it's weird. It's almost like if you remove the grade crossings, trains hit fewer people.
People stop getting hit.
Unless you jump the fence, and then that's on you.
Yeah. Well,
Might have-
unfortunately, the issues with Brightline, you can't really...
No.
There is not much room for adjustment down there. They just really need to teach people not to,
Put it on a bridge.
put it... Yeah, it's true. I mean, put everything on a bridge.
Elevate it.
Viaduct.
L trains. The world needs more L trains.
It'll be like California high-speed rail, right, guys?
Oh boy.
But so despite, sorry, English is hard sometimes.
It's okay.
Despite the bad day with the Chargers, Amtrak still ordered 50 more of the suckers.
Yeah, because they want to get the Genesis out of service.
Because
it was the same day as the first run that they ordered.
Yeah, they were like, "All right, it moves. Let's hit the hammer on this." Oh shit, everything's on fire now.
Yeah, you'd think they would have waited until the first run was over, so that they would know how it went before they ordered another one more. Yeah. They ordered 50 more. It would sort of be like if at the launch of the Titanic they were already building an. Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah. I think Olympic was actually in service.
Olympic was actually. I was conveniently ignoring Olympic. I was just thinking of Titanic and Britannic. But don't worry, they changed the name of the other one. It'll be fine. And then it hits a mine. But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So oh god. Unit 301 and Day 1 design maybe hastily painted EMDE8, created for Amtrak's 1971 launch, then tapped to lead 302 and heritage painted P42 161 on Tuesday's westbound Empire Builder, which, by the way, the Empire Builder had already been having like a hell of a week with trains canceled and like winter storms and.
Yeah, I think Mariah's Pass is getting bent.
No.
Yeah, bad time out there. Operating 3 locomotives is standard practice in the winter on the Empire Builder, but an additional P42 was put on the point because the first 2 engines couldn't leave.
Yeah. And then didn't, 84 die as well?
Did they? No, they had a fire in the lounge car, I think.
Yeah, an onboard fire.
It was there was a fire in the lounge car, the PTC didn't work, and then 84 had a minor mishap that was fixed or something. I don't know.
I didn't hear about that, but I would believe it if somebody, if I believe you. I believe that could have happened. So yeah, eventful start off for the very first inaugural run of the long distance Chargers. God.
Speaking of Chargers, how many do you think they'll eventually have? Because they have
apparently
125
Watts.
They have 125 firm orders for the diesel. I think they're gonna get maybe 25 more and then 50 dual mode. Because they want a dual mode.
They want dual mode, but they can only really use the dual mode over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up with more diesels than dual mode.
That's not what's it called? That's probably going to be guaranteed. The dual mode is inherently more useful and less useful at the same time. But they might get 50 dual modes and put them on the silver services or the Cardinal or stuff like that.
I would think anything that interfaces with the Northeast Corridor is going to get a dual mode engine on it.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of trains, but
limit engine swaps as much as possible.
Yeah, they could save a lot of time in DC and in Albany even. Although Albany is a different story because they've got to break the train in 2 anyway. For the Lakeshore Limited, at least. Or put the train together from 2. Who knows?
Also, I figured out what exactly Clipper is used for.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28 different services in the Bay Area.
That's awesome.
And there's a daily fee parking validation, bay wheels, whatever that is, and bike link access as well. So 31 separate services all using the same card.
Does BART use it?
Yes.
So it's basically, that's your just card, my
It is your transit card.
That's awesome.
Venture card is to me
standard cards.
Yes, it is a standard card.
That's one thing that really annoys me is that MBTA doesn't accept Charlie cards outside of Boston proper. So the MBTA, you can't use a Charlie card on the MBTA. At least I don't think you can.
You can use a monthly pass for the commuter rail on the subway and the buses and the boats. But yeah, not the other way around.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying sometimes because if you have a Charlie card with some leftover money on it, maybe you could use it for the train ride home.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
nope.
here's the thing. We need to have, say it with me, Dean, standards.
No.
Standards.
Or
Never.
eliminate this problem altogether, Ellis.
Never
That's true,
your
free
standards.
Free transit.
Well, here's an important question. If we're discussing trains and like what to do with them, is a
And
railroad
where they can and cannot go?
well a little bit. A lot of railroads get new places using eminent domain, but to use eminent domain, you have to be a railroad already. Is a railroad if you don't have any trains or track yet, but you want to be a railroad? If your company was created to be a railroad, but you haven't run any trains yet, are you a railroad?
If
But
a
so-
tree
so is-
falls in the woods, doesn't make a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So is this the railroad looking like doing land acquirement so that they can build the railroad?
Yes.
Isn't that the whole point?
So, this is an interesting case. This is a big question according to the Texas Supreme Court, because
Of course it is in the Texas Supreme Court. don't
well, I mean,
understand.
it's an interesting question. No matter what, it just doesn't come up very often, because Texas Central, the Texas bullet train,
Of all places.
is of
Everything's
all
bigger
places.
in Texas.
This, I mean, I know we've talked about it at length before, but like, Texas needs this. This is a really great thing for them to have, and I know there are a few other places in the country that could capitalize on exactly this kind of service.
Where would Texas Central run?
Texas
don't
Central,
actually
I think,
know.
is running between Houston and.
Isn't it Houston and Dallas?
Yeah,
Or,
I
like,
think
two
it's
big
Houston and
cities or something
Dallas.
Like that?
Let me just grab a map really quick.
So DFW to the coast.
Yeah, basically. It's the leg of the triangle that Amtrak doesn't do right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's Dallas to Houston, and I'm pretty sure.
Dallas to Houston.
If somebody wants to look up an actual Texas Central map, go right ahead. But obviously, they haven't built anything yet. They have been trying to get a hold of land to do that, and to do that, they need eminent domain, or at least they feel like they do. And they have been met with this sort of catch-22 of, well, to use eminent domain, you need to be a railroad. And at the same time, to be a railroad, you need to have tracks and run trains, but they need the eminent domain to get the land to build the tracks and run the trains before they can, I guess, be a railroad so they can use eminent domain to build the tracks
Well,
and
they
run the
should
trains.
just build like a car barn.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking, like, it doesn't seem that hard to me that you could just buy a piece of land that's not, like, you don't have to eminent domain something necessarily, and then you can be a railroad, even if the railroad is like, oh, we run a handcar back and forth on 100 feet of track outside of the
Well, I
VE.
mean, even that, I feel like you could just be like, well, look, we want to be a railroad. We have track. We have every intention of finishing this track, but we can't because we don't have eminent domain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's literally you just need to find a stretch of track that someone will sell to you. Build like a double track section there. It's like, see, this is track. We need to connect the track, and you need to give us the land to build the track.
I like how to us, being rail fans and being logical people, this is a very clear-cut thing. Like, yes, okay,
We're logical.
it may not legally be strictly a railroad, because it does not have tracks and run trains right now, but it is a railroad company, and shouldn't that be good enough? Like, what more do you really need? How is a railroad supposed to start?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like it's a way for them to just write it off as, no, this isn't going to happen. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, well, like, obviously you can't do that because you're not really a railroad yet. But then they're like, but we can't build. And they're like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
So, Texas Center wanted to conduct a survey on a fellow named James Frederick Miles.
That's a sick name.
Yeah. They want to conduct a survey on his land. Unfortunately, he's not a sick dude. And he said no. And the case was originally whether Texas Central was operating a railroad or an electric interurban railway company. Which, I mean, either status is fine. You can...
Do they have... okay. I was going to say, do they have different rules?
Either status conferring authority condemned land or at least an easement across it by eminent domain. There were other issues, particularly whether or not Texas Central had a reasonable probability of completing the project and place the new line into service. Basically, like, hey, we're not going to, the state government of Texas isn't going to do eminent domain for you if you can't finish the thing that you start.
That's true. That's true.
But there were other issues. Many non-parties supported Miles' side of the controversy, which is like, no, we don't. Basically, the common NIMBYism, or no, I don't want you to eminent domain my land, which is in general pretty reasonable. NIMBYing is stupid and sucks, but like, hey, I own this and I don't want you to put a railroad track on it, is a little bit more legitimate.
That's literally NIMBY.
Yeah, not in my backyard. Yeah, most of the time NIMBY doesn't have to do with your literal backyard.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like that's the only time NIMBYism is
backyard,
like... It's fine. It's fine to be a NIMBY in that case, I guess.
Niles garnered support from diverse places, including ranchers' associations, the governments of the counties along the proposed line, and SNCF America, the U.S.-based subsidiary of French National Railroad SNCF. Okay,
Hell yeah.
Because no, that's not good. They were fighting against the railroad.
Wait, why?
Because probably tribalism, because SNCF is not the people helping build this thing. It's Japanese companies that are, or Japanese and Chinese, I believe.
I thought it was Chinese.
Yeah, sorry, Chinese companies that are trying to set this up. So the French are trying to. Yeah.
And also, SNCF America was snubbed with a high-speed rail earlier. See the CASHR, and they want, I'm guessing influence.
They definitely are. Enemy of my enemy is my friend here. They don't want the Chinese company to do it.
Coming down hard now.
No,
yeah, it is. So, Miles immediately went on the attack to brief supporting motion, alleging. So I'm trying to make sense of this. A group of wealthy businessmen decided they would try to take the land from their fellow Texans, whether the landowners liked it or not. They formed Responded Texas Central Railroad and Infrastructure, falsely claimed it was operating a railroad in Texas. So basically, this is when, as the article puts it, the gloves came off. Miles and his coalition basically said, no, we don't think you're doing this legitimately. We don't think you're a railroad. And so he's got all these backers who are with him for a variety of reasons. And his ploy to take down the Texas Central is claiming that the Texas Central never had any intention of operating a train in the first place, and this is just a front for one reason or another.
Man, imagine if this happened I wonder if this happened when they were building the Transcon.
Well, I don't think there were too many courts involved when they were building the Transcon. I think that these sorts of things did happen, except it tended to be ended with shootouts between Native Americans and railroad police.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true also. Most of the people they were eminent domaining weren't white, so...
Well, yeah. I mean, they also weren't, represented by a
judicial system?
Yeah, a judicial system that the U.S. government recognized. It was just like, no, we are taking this.
It's like, wait, you guys don't... You don't need this?
Yeah.
You don't need this. You don't have rights.
Yeah, exactly.
For you.
They're not American citizens, goddammit.
Yeah, exactly.
But Miles' arguments were, 1, in Texas, private property rights are supposed to mean something. 2, in Texas, if there's any doubt about eminent domain authority, courts must rule in favor of the landowner. Okay. 3, as it stands, anyone with $300 and a pen can obtain eminent domain authority in Texas immediately upon incorporation. Basically, it's way too easy for a company to say, no, I'm a company, please give me the land. And 4, with respect to high-speed rail, the legislature had made its intentions clear. 5, Miles' petition for review presents an important question of state law that should be resolved by the court. Basically, all of this represents some big old question marks where whether or not this is a fraud, it's way too easy to commit fraud. If that's the thing that you want to do.
Because if I'm correct in reading this, a lower court preceding this had made the claim that Texas Central was, quote, an electric interurban railway company.
Mm-hmm.
And that, from what I get, is not true, because an interurban, as a requirement, needs something like street running.
Well, I don't know about that.
That's a requirement?
I don't know about. I think that's too loose of a. Well, that may well be the actual definition under Texas law. I don't know.
I'm looking at interurban definition now.
We need interurban definition according to Texas judges.
I mean, could a crossing count as street running?
Technically, you are running on the street for
like 20 feet.
Yeah, 40 feet or so. Anyway, according to Miles, so I'm now opening up the submission to the Texas courts. A company must have eminent domain authority before the company can build its first tracks. One must first build its first tracks before it can exercise eminent domain authority. Chief Justice's question highlights the circular chicken and egg problem, and that's what I just quoted. So that was Chief Justice saying, like, hey, so how do you get a railroad company if you don't have eminent domain? That's actually literally what his words. And
okay. Cutting it real quick. The term interurban was coined by a state senator in Indiana.
Okay.
And it,
South Shore.
Yeah, South Shore, essentially. So, by, legal shenaniganery, if a senator says it is, then it is in every other state. So, Here are the 4 characteristics. Electric power, Texas Central has that.
Check.
Passenger service.
Check.
Texas Central has that. Equipment heavier and faster than urban streetcars. Texas Central has that.
Well, they don't have it yet, but they will.
Not yet, but they will. Operation on tracks in city streets and in rural areas on roadside tracks or private right-of-way.
Okay.
They don't have the first part.
Right.
Operation on tracks.
Well,
in city
operate their own.
Yeah, simple solution: street running bullet trains. I don't see the problem here.
Yeah,
I see no issue.
It'll be like that scene in Fast and Furious with the ramp car.
Yeah. Ooh, here we are. In 1905, the Census Bureau defined an interurban as a street railway having more than half its trackage outside municipal limits.
Okay.
Keywords: street railway.
Right. So basically, I'm just trying to go through this filing and see, because I don't know what the proper outcome is exactly. I'm not sure we have an outcome of this yet.
Technically, he does have a case in the fact that the lower court's ruling was incorrect. So that maybe he's going for that.
That much is true. But we do have a video of the court hearing as well. That's going to be down in the cargoes. I haven't been able to watch that yet, but I really would like to come back to the story, in a couple weeks when we get some closure on it. Because unlike the final discussion topic, which we are about to get to, we don't have closure on this topic. We don't know if Texas Central is a railroad or not. I feel like What is a Railroad has been a podcast title before.
What about Central of Georgia?
I hate them.
That's why it should be a podcast title.
No.
Reverse psychology almost worked.
Anyway, TJ, do you want to tell us about a similar situation at Roaring Camp? Or at least similar insofar as there's a court case, or there was.
Yeah, well, I don't even know if it was a court case. It seems like it was a legislative body.
It was a legislation thing.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Same difference. So Roaring Camp in Big Trees, many people know, is a narrow gauge logging tourist place. I've never been, but I said this before the podcast. I still have a vivid memory of the America's Historic Steam Railroads episode where they go there and then they ride the Santa Monica. Santa Monica, is that what it is?
Santa
Cruz.
No, you're in Fort Bragg.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the Santa Cruz branch line.
Santa Cruz, Big Trees, and Pacific.
Yes.
Yeah, that one exists, but that wasn't the America's Greatest Scenic Railroads one.
No, there was a separate episode on the Fort Bragg skunk train.
America's Historic Steam Railroads. I still have that VHS downstairs.
Yeah, I have like a DVD set with like all of them on it. It's like a repackaged DVD set.
Those are my
I have a set too, and it's like the box in the case. It has like it's the Coombra's and Toltec on it.
TVA, why are you suddenly reporting from like the shower?
Or a windstorm.
Yeah.
Because there's an airplane going over.
Okay.
No, that would do it.
But yeah, and so the Santa Cruz City Council has voted unanimously against the abandonment of this Santa Cruz branch line here, which is good for the railroad, but it does not mean the end of this situation for the railroad.
Which I just want to clarify because we sort of started at the end here. The situation was a potential forced abandonment. For reasons? ? I don't remember what the reasons were.
Well, so the line is that's what I'm talking about. The line is needs like $65 million in repairs in order to get it viable for freight traffic again.
Oh.
And the public, I think, or I don't even know if it's the public or if it's developers or something like that, because it seems like it's a little bit of both in the articles that I've seen here, who want it to be a trail.
Boo.
So they're kind of saying, like, look, it needs a lot of money to repair it. Like, why should we keep it? We could use it as a trail and everybody would be happy. But the Roaring Camp is saying that not only is this line a really popular destination in the summertime for obvious reasons, it goes right to a beach from a narrow gauge steam railroad. Like, that's very unique.
Yeah.
And they also, because of their operation on this line, they have common carrier status, and the abandonment of this line would put that into jeopardy. So basically, Roaring Camp is arguing, like, we might lose the entire thing if we lose this branch line, because it helps us preserve the steam stuff too.
Yeah, the branch line is standard gauge, and they need that for supplies and stuff.
Well, yeah, the standard gauge connects them to the outside world, but it's just the status of the railroad that they need, they are arguing that they need in order to keep the entire operation running, not just the standard gauge portion, the common carrier status. Which would also, if they lose the common carrier status, would also lose them probably any possibility of getting freight back there.
Yeah.
And also, there was one other thing I think they were arguing for. They had they're also complaining about the Santa Cruz County Regional Transportation Commission. Apparently they have been kind of wishy-washy on their promises over the years, and they're saying that this is like the kind of culmination of that in a way, because they were the ones here, let me just read the quote. It describes it way better.
If I can butt in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're from California. You probably know way more.
It's not about this. It's about Steam Locals and Profile. They just broke 20,000 pounds.
Yay!
We're getting the shade.
We're getting the shades.
We getting our shades, baby.
Okay, but
Guys have shades.
But what else could we possibly get? Dean, take it away. Just kidding.
No, please.
For $5.
For $5.
Yeah. So it says, to be clear, it is not possible under any circumstance to replace our federal protections with an agreement with the RTC. Some commissioners and staff have said Roaring Camp will be, quote, just fine if we just enter into agreement with the RTC. We will not be, quote, fine, since any agreement made with today's RTC can be changed or reversed by future RTC commissioners, an outcome that the current commissioners themselves have shown is very much possible and even likely. The RTC has demonstrated an inability to honor commitments related to the rail line. They have failed to fix and maintain the SCBRL despite their current agreement with the operator. They have failed to use Measure D funds to fix and maintain the SCBRL, oh my god, that's a mouthful, despite voters having directed them to do so. They are considering ending rail service on the SCBRL despite the commitment they made to Roaring Camp a decade ago to maintain rail in order to convince us to give up our first right of refusal to purchase the line. Despite the RTC's attack on our business, the love for Roaring Camp that has poured out from the San Lorenzo Valley, as well as the entire county and beyond, has given us strength and many reasons to be optimistic. We are so thankful.
Alexa, play Power of Love by Huey Lewis.
Yeah. We look forward to continuing to work with the community to advocate for the protection of these rail lines that are vitally important local infrastructure assets. And so now, I think, looking towards the future, from what I've gathered, there will be a ballot initiative.
Well, wasn't there?
I know. I think there's a meeting, and I think the meeting ended in them not like saying that it's going to be abandoned, but them saying, you know what, we're not sure. Let's take a vote or something like that.
Okay.
Like let's put it in a ballot initiative or something like that. It's kind of like broken up into two different trains articles from where I saw that. So
yeah, voted unanimously expressed opposition to proposal. So the Santa Cruz City Council has voted against it, but it has no legal bearing on the proposal floated by the RTC. So, well, at least they've got someone on their side.
It seems like they have a lot of... I'm going back on what I said in the beginning because I am rereading these articles. I looked at them at the beginning and am re-looking at them now. I think the public seems mostly to be in support of Roaring Camp, actually.
I mean, what's not to love about Roaring Camp?
Exactly.
I still don't understand why this thing reached this sort of critical mass where we're questioning abandonment of this line in the first place. It's not like it's not being used, really.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like there's a picture there of them not even... It's not even just like a seasonal thing either, because there's a Christmas train here in this picture. Like,
they do stuff year-round.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like they have winter.
Yeah,
oh right, this is California. They don't have seasons.
Connection to the national network as well.
That is.
Yeah. This would also compromise not only to the boardwalk but also to their national connection.
The other thing about this is, and I just pulled this out of the first article, I found that specifically abandonment will result in Roaring Camp being forced to give up our rights to federal protections. I think that's what you're talking about with the common carrier status. That ensure access to the boardwalk and other areas. Loss of federal protection also opens the door to future eminent domain claims on the line, which is, I mean, first of all, Uno reverse card, you're getting,
I know.
The railroad is getting eminent domain. Second of all, like, that's insane.
I mean, we've seen it firsthand. Oh, this train, they don't use this track anymore. Let me build my driveway over it.
Oh my god. I asked about that. At the booth, and they were just like, yeah, it's still there. We haven't done anything with it yet. We're focused on other things right now. I just sort of went, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable, but get rid of it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I'm wondering which section this actually is, because I'm looking at the map. I'm looking at the open railway map right now. I assume this is the section that runs east from Santa Cruz and the boardwalk station down through like Aptos and into Watsonville, I guess, because that's the connection. Or maybe it's the whole thing, I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, the trains article that says something about a ballot
Felton to Santa Cruz, hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, the 8 Mile Felton branch, that's what it's called, I guess. Yeah, that would allow the commission to pursue development of a trail along the route.
Okay, yeah. So that is just the spur that runs from downtown Santa Cruz out to Roaring Camp itself.
Yeah.
Can I take a second to plug a content creator on YouTube by the name of Tree Frog Flag Productions, who made a whole documentary on this line a few years ago. There's a whole bunch of footage of them like running F units and stuff, and like a scenic train over the line. Real cool video. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Delay and Block
It's like
with them recently too.
It's on this. It's on this. About the whole thing we're talking about right now. I'll see if I can grab it.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this ballot initiative comes in timeline wise, just because there is the article that mentions the ballot initiative was from the 4th of February. The Roaring Camp Reacts to RCT meeting is on also the 4th of February. But then this last...
Dude, he has a whole bunch of content on the whole region over there. Roaring Camp, Santa Cruz.
But the most recent article, February 9th, is the one that is very short. Yeah, it's very short. And it just says that the Santa Cruz City Council has voted unanimously to express opposition to a proposal that would lead to abandonment. So basically, they put out like a symbolic vote.
Oh, why did an article? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, they put out a symbolic vote, I think, against the ballot initiative, saying like the legislators are against this. You guys should be too.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's non-binding, but at least it's something.
Yeah, I think that's where we stand right now.
Well, I thought we had more closure. I'm sorry, I set us up for disappointment. But anyway, so we need to get on to the advertisements, etc., which is a great time for TBA to throw his thing in. Let me grab this. Tree Frog Flag Productions. That's going to be down in the cargoes for everyone to take a look at.
Couldn't have come up with less of a tongue twister for the name.
I know.
And the other thing is, we are doing, like I said, we're doing locomotive versus trading cards. I don't have a... let me grab a sample off Vistaprint to show the audience. Everyone else here has pretty much seen the things. I've been showing them around all over the place.
Good.
I am waiting on a couple of images from a photographer that Graham has hooked us up with, and I'm waiting on... let me remove this. I'm waiting on basically confirmation from Mason because he's getting the first set of cards, the first 10 cards. He asked for a special order of 1225. And on the back they have all of the different stats from Steam Locomotive. On the front they have a picture and features, which are style points, and a blurb and photo credit and stuff like that. So those are coming soon, TM. There'll be a Kickstarter. You'll be able to buy like 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 packs for yourself as an individual. I need to put out a poll asking how many packs people might want to buy and balance them like that, because I can only make 100 packs. That's just how the printing works. But yeah, this is real. We're making this happen. And if you want a special order set of 10 cards for yourself, it's $20. Hit me up. The packs are, if I mistakenly said $5, I was originally going to make them $5, but with the Kickstarter costs and stuff, it's going to come to $6 a pack. Hopefully that doesn't break the bank for anybody.
I was fine with 6. I was fine with 5, but
6 is too much.
6 is, whew.
Yeah,
that's a deal breaker.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. Whoa! Speaking of deal breakers, I'm checking some stuff out on the Amtracker right now. Don't nobody look at it. Does anybody else have any other advertising before I ask what people think is the latest train on Amtrak?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some stuff coming down the pipe, but I can't talk about it right now. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's exciting. Can't wait to hear about that when it does happen. All right. So, latest train on Amtrak. What are your guesses?
30.
Dude.
30. Which one is 30?
Well,
Lakeshore Limited, I think it is.
Lakeshore Limited is not 30. That's 48 and 49.
Well, Lakeshore Limited.
Okay, which direction?
East.
East. Okay, Lakeshore limited to. Okay, yeah. Any other guesses?
Westbound Zephyr.
Eastbound Zephyr.
I said west.
Oh, westbound Zephyr. Just as good of a guess?
Let's say, what time is it? 2 o'clock? Eastbound Empire Builder.
Eastbound Empire Builder. Okay, that's a good one. You did say Eastbound, right?
Yes, Eastbound.
All right, who am I missing? I don't have one from TBA, right?
I was also going to say the Eastbound Empire Builder simply because I know Marias is getting smacked with snow.
Yeah, but you guys both can do it if you want.
Take the west.
No, I'm taking East.
Okay. All right, so here's where we stand.
I want number 8.
The Lakeshore Limited. Jeez, that's loud. The Lakeshore Limited to Boston and New York. The segment to Boston is 10 minutes late. The segment to New York is on time. The westbound the westbound California Zephyr. There are 2 of them on the system, which is always kind of a... Well, it's not a bad sign, but they are kind of close together. One of them is 53 minutes late. The other one is 3 hours and 24 minutes late. So, that's pretty late. Not the latest train on Amtrak, though. The westbound Empire Builder, just to get this out of the way, is 4 hours late in Williston, North Dakota. And the eastbound Empire Builder is the latest train on Amtrak. 7 hours and 47 minutes late.
Yes.
It picked up 5 of those hours of delay between Everett, Washington, and Leavenworth, Washington, and it has been going downhill ever since. It left Seattle an hour and a half behind schedule.
Dude, it didn't even make it to Marias before it got that late.
No, it's screwed.
Jesus.
It's actually approaching Marias right now. It's approaching Columbia Falls and Whitefish.
Oh no, it's
so it's out there.
Just about to hit Kispelli. Oh no.
It's about to get worse. Like, a lot worse.
Oh, that poor train.
That's rough, bro. Damn.
Anyway, alright, termination time. First of all, I'd like to say, come to the Edaville 75th anniversary. Monster number 3 is going to be there. I'm going to be there. What more can you ask for?
Don't forget about me.
Oh yeah, TJ also is going to be there.
Yeah, TJ.
What more can you ask for? Anyway,
I mean, maybe you could ask for one more of us to be there.
Yeah.
Surprise special guest.
No, there won't be.
Shh.
I mean, maybe you could have been the surprise special guest if you'd shut your mouth.
Damn it! Well, we got to get people to go.
Sigh.
Surprise special guest. It's a cardboard cutout of O'Gillies.
It's a photoshopped image of us.
Yeah, we're all standing together, but the lighting's all weird on everybody.
It's a hologram. We're all kind of blue.
Yeah. Also, I gotta fix this because I gave people points. I remember the reason I gave TJ a point. I can't remember why I gave TBA a point, but you have one. Anyway, there's a full reorganization. I can't remember something. Dean.
Yes. Yes. So you know the standards, kids.
Yes, the standards.
Don't do budget overruns.
Yeah? Oops, I mistyped. Don't do budget overruns. TJ.
Bye, everyone.
And TBA.
Well, I guess since this is the first podcast that I'm on of 2022, I want to wish everybody a happy and productive and lucky 2022. Have a good year.
Unfortunately, not lucky for those that derailed thus far, which is
for
everyone.
Those who are on Amtrak 8 today.
Oh yeah, no, it sucks to be them. They spend most of their day just not going anywhere. Anyway, we'll see you. We'll see you next week with hopefully some closure on things.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.